Hello, today we're going to take a look at the official handbook of the Marvel Universe Master Edition Omnibus 1. This is different than the official handbook of the Marvel Universe omnibuses, which came out I think a year or two ago. Those collected the actual comic books that they made back then. This collects all of the 1990s loose leaf editions that they had made. Loose leaves, of course, being hole punched pages that you fit into binders sold separately. So this is only volume 1. This came out about a week ago, and we're going to take a look at this and see what's in it. Alright, so here it is. The omnibus, let's take a look at the back of it. No assembly required. Talking about the loose leaf version of it. This omnibus is rated T for teen, I guess. Here's one of the covers. This talks a bit about the loose leaf editions, which came out in the 1990s. Here's the spine with Daredevil on them. This goes to L. So this is A to L. I'm assuming they'll do 3 volumes of this. Let's take a look at the inside. Dust cover. We'll take a look at what it's covering. Whew! It's pretty cool. Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, I love it. That's the spine. Here's the back. Pretty neat. This is 1990s depictions, but they still look very classic. Okay, let's put the dust jacket back on. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. Nice Captain America cover. This is one of these drawings where they'd show just basically a bunch of action poses of Captain America as they go through his origin. And here's the table of contents, and I'll get to this in a second. Here's credits. And as I said before, this goes up to L. And here they talk about the official handbook. Now, the entire book is basically landscape. There are some exceptions, which we'll get to. But for the most part, it's going to be landscape, a front, side, and back pose for most of these characters, and then all of the stats on the other page. And the whole thing is this. Agamemnon, Agonar, Agia or Grilla, Aim, Ajax, that's awesome. So that's how most of this goes. Now, there are teams here as well, but everything here is laid out in alphabetical order. That's the Ancient One. If you didn't know what he looked like from the Doctor Strange movie, which didn't look like anything like that at all. Ant-Man. Okay, I'm going to try and get to Avengers to show you how they treat teams. So here's, they have all the different lineups. So here's Avengers West Coast second lineup. So here you go. And they get into the origin and the different characters, etc. Avengers West Coast third lineup. Now, all of this is listed in the table of contents. And if you remember, I said I'm going to get to that in a second. So here's the table of contents. And the table of contents lists out page numbers of where everything is. So first it goes through characters. So you got all these characters. And it gets to teams and organizations and backtracks on the page numbers. So it's like, AIM is 18, Avengers first lineup is 78, etc. Races, Korean Lavamen, action shots, supporting casts, etc. But all of this is laid out in alphabetical order here. But this tells you what page number everything is. Except, and maybe I'm stupid, there are no page numbers. Like, I go through this and I'm like, okay, where's 78? Can you see it? Because I don't. It's not on these bars. It's not on the footers. It's not on the margins. I don't know, maybe I'm not seeing it, but I don't see the page numbers. So if I want to get to Avengers or something like that, or Kree, I just have to go alphabetically till I get to KR for Kree, AV for Avengers, etc. Um, that is sort of a waste of a table of contents section. It's a waste of these pages, to be honest with you. But it's not a total loss because you could still go through it alphabetically and get to where you want to go that way. Okay, let's take a look at what you get on the back here. So, here you get all of the write-ups that they did back in the day. I like that they talk about Demonicus first appeared in Godzilla. I don't even know if they had the rights to Godzilla when they published this, but he was in that comic book. Here they talk about the different abilities and what they mean: water, speed, strength, etc. And here are the different covers. Pretty colorful stuff. These were on the fronts of the loose leaf releases, which are pages with hole punches in them that fit into the sold separately binders. There you go. Ah, Strife. And I think it's just more covers and Marc's remarks. And the back end here. And there you have it. That is the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, Master Edition, Omnibus Volume 1. And it's A to L. And I guess like there'll be 2 more, I'm assuming, omnibuses. And I like this. I mean, aside from that page number issue, I like these 90s depictions of the characters. That's when I was reading comics, as well as the mid to late 80s. And I like all these characters that are depicted. It brings back a lot of memories. Some of them are kind of lost on the dustbin of history. But I do get a kick out of looking at these old characters and saying, you know what, they can like totally bring this back. This guy's awesome. So I mean, if you like this era of Marvel, the very early 90s, I suggest you pick this up if you can, if you see it around and it's affordable to you. Until next time, take care.